Hey Sensei, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you used to compete in karate competitions, who was one of your biggest influences?
One of my biggest influences was Jerry Fontanez. I had a lot, but one of my main ones was Jerry Fontanez. Remember when I was like 17 years old, I used to read about him in magazines and read about the notes about him and Mafia Holloway going at it. And that's when I was in college, when I was 17, when I was about 18 years old. And then when I went back home, one of my good friends was training, and he told me, you need to meet this guy named Jerry. I was like, Jerry? Yeah. He's like, Jerry Fontanez. I'm like, Jerry Fontanez? He's like, yeah, and I lived in Brooklyn. So he's all the way in the Bronx. So from then on, I went and I started training with him in the Bronx. He introduced me to Master Fontanez. So I went up there, started training with him, and then the rest was history. And this was back in 1989 when I started training with him. And the thing I liked about him that influenced me is that his fighting style translated to the street. The way he his side kicks is one of the most hardest side kicks I've ever felt in my life, and I've fought a lot of people. He could do every kick on both legs, every punch on both hands. He could move to the left, he could move to the right, and he was just funky, It wasn't just brute karate. It was like there was something funky about it that made you go, whoa. And compared to how guys fight nowadays, everyone fights the same. Like back then, you had different fighters like Mafia Holloway, you had Richard Plowden, you had Jerry Fontanez, you had a whole bunch of guys, and they all had their own fighting style. But that's one thing I loved about his fighting style. It was deadly, but funky. It was still fun to watch. So, you know what? That's why I modeled myself and tried to fight.
We got going on here to the left, Jerry Fast Feet Fontanez. To the right, Billy Blanks, Ty Bo. Nice shift by Jerry on the backhand, off the backhand by Blanks. Nice side kick by Jerry.